happening, Carib Boys and girls? This is your boy Carib Boy with another TCG talk with Carib Boy, but this time in person for the first time. Alright? And we have with us Shamil, Shakil. Wait, now we have a pattern thing going on there. Shivanan and Jaden here with us today.
It's 3 years of the games, right?
Yeah. And today we have a lot to talk about. It has been a while, a very long while since we had a TCG talk. We have the regulars here, Shakil and Jaden, and we have some first timers here. Here for the first time on TCG talk with Carib Boy, Shamil and Shivanan. Welcome guys, welcome everyone for taking the time out to come for us to meet here together to have a kind of reviving of the TCG talk here. I can't promise it will be always in person. You know the Zoom is very convenient.
Because I get here in the first place though.
Yeah. So it was a piece of work, but we're getting it done. So you're all getting a treat here this evening. And there's many things to talk about. As I said, the last time I think we had a TCG talk, we really was paying attention to the World Championships, the global meta, these sort of things, and trying to just follow how our tournaments go, trying to build a community. And I will say that we have reached a couple of milestones in that journey. And first we want to report that to the viewers and listeners. Yeah, so fellas, anybody could start. Tell the Caribbean, the viewers, where we reach since having no kind of championship points opportunities to where we are now.
But the reaching point where you have like organized play, how much tournaments you had? We had the last season, like it was 2 different stores.
We had 2 cups and we had like about 4 or 5 challenges.
Yeah, 2 cups,
Yeah.
a good bit of challenges. Probably more than 5 now.
Yeah, I feel it's more than 5,
Since what, September last year, with one store.
Every month,
Yeah. A challenge each month from September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May.
I think we have challenges
Yeah.
that we are doing for the last 2.
Yeah. Last 2.
last 2 months.
So we reach a point where we have 2 official Pokemon stores running challenges and cups. One store running the cup, and very soon we're gonna have both stores running challenges and cups. So next season looking real sweaty.
Yeah.
So share with the viewers what has been your personal journeys in our local championship chase, local championship points chase. You wanna start with Jin?
No, I didn't think much tournaments.
Well, I mean, whatever it
At the
was.
same time, regardless of what, where Trinidad in particular is coming with the game in general is a stark contrast from when like me and Shaq started playing. Because we started playing like 2017, right? And it was just like a struggle to get regular tournaments in the first place, right? So from there, from like what, that was like mid-sun and moon to now, is a stark contrast, you know what I mean? Like going from having cups and challenges and like actually having a good way to get to Worlds and to get with championship points and things. Great. But unfortunately, I wasn't really playing that much this season. It's like, yeah, the man I'm here got to expound on that one.
Shaq?
We reached very far. We didn't reach that point where we could actually, even if you win all the tournaments, you'll qualify for Worlds. But hopefully when next season, when the other official store has cups as well, right, from there we'll be able to reach that.
Really say something.
Yeah,
Drink.
It'll be a fight for the points to qualify.
Yeah. It will get sweaty as you just say. It will get real sweaty. Chip.
As a person who started Pokemon back in the Sun and Moon era, dropped out it because we didn't have official tournaments. Coming back into it around Obsidian Flames about there, I think that was my first release, and then tournaments after that. As a person who likes card games in general, no matter which one, play everything. Being competitive, but also seeing the community actually grow. Starting off with 10, 8-man tournaments, sometimes on a bad day we got 4-man tournaments. Those was pressure to seeing constant 12s, starting to 30 mark closing up. I feeling like the community itself growing, and you can feel the energy.
And we see younger players on the game.
Yeah, and I believe the next milestone would be 48. from 30 or 20 something is 48 is the next milestone, right?
And
I think we're hitting that soon.
And shout out to all the new players. You're starting to see them top. You're starting to play the practice hours. Things getting pressure.
Started to see them win.
Beat up, man.
Zard coming out to play Guardian.
Brandon wasn't good enough, I got it. Brandon wasn't good, but real good now, obviously. This man
The man not here to defend himself.
But you know it's true. You know it's true.
I remember the days. I remember the days Ferdy playing Roaring Moon.
Yeah.
We on bottom table, nothing happening. Going to
So
sudden
they're
death.
chatting.
Going to sudden death to Ferdy winning a cup this year.
And a challenge.
He jumped the hands on this.
Yeah.
Started sharing.
He won that right
Started
through.
sharing.
He won that right through. And he doing shit when I say, yeah, boy. And Sham?
Right, well, I mean, for me, this is our first experience here in the TCG arena, right? I am a so-called newish player. I was in the collecting scene long ago, back in the days of base set and I used to just collect, right? Yeah, sell a holographic Ninetales first edition for $20 and feel a score. But
Well, that 27.
and there's only, I would say, about 2 years ago in the Brilliant Stars era was when I really decided, okay, I'm going to get back into collecting. And the community was there. I didn't even know we had a community in Trinidad, right? And coming to the stores and what I like to pick up is the community itself as Pokemon TCG. Everybody is helpful. I never see any bad mind, nobody quarreling with nobody. Everybody willing to help each other, share cards, get people up to speed on it. And even from that little transition into Brilliant Stars up to now, it was like a 8 tournament, 10 tournament, 10-person tournament. And now I think the last cup and the last couple challenges we hit in 30s, 20s, easy. You might have beg man, you just say look at cup and mention up. And my particular journey, I think only recently I started to do pretty good with a particular deck and I kind of stuck with it. And I just built on it and looking forward to the next season actually. Yeah.
Right. Nice. Well, I mean, I can't leave all that hanging. Well, all I know, I just fight up how I could to play and be active and make videos and all of that. But to be competitive, I guess with how my life set up, it's a lot of the times the only time I play is at tournaments. Even on live, boy, I can tell you my match record maybe 20 games for a whole season and thing. But I like the game, I pay attention to videos, even though I might not have time to play. It's more so the energy and the mind, the brain juice, I guess. Because even when we have practices, them guys will come over and I would play for the most a match. And they play, and I just kind of hosted them online, you know. You know, so but I was really getting the vibe and energy in the tournaments, and I think I make about 6, but I think I have a second, a third, and maybe a 6th or somewhere there. So I'm proud of what I've achieved so far in the little time that I could, and I just tell myself, hey, if you could really get a time to hone the craft of the game, you could do much better. So I mean, I'm looking forward for next season as well. I'm very, very proud and note. I think I could consider my library of videos a kind of a library or journey of that, because I would report numbers and stuff like that. And really, when 8 tournaments used to get you excited, and really from 8 to 31 or 32 or something like that, but over 30. I remember before when the wrong one was announced, we all just started clap. You know. So, and that kind of growth with one additional store, just providing those tournaments, and that's the competitive nature of it. And I agree with Sham in that I really enjoy the fact that even though it gets more competitive, the fellowship and friendship and good nature of the Pokemon community,
It never better.
it never gets so. I mean, you'll have little and slow play, man, and thing, but that comes with the game. That comes with the game. Those kind of debates and things, it might get a little heated. It's competitiveness at the end of the day.
It's also a bit of passion, because you enjoy the game so much that your heart a little bit more in it. The glasses feel about worse.
I remember that.
And sleep and meditate.
What it was. So idea come to mind. I want to put it here. During our start of championship points how to call that? Our championship points reaching our grasp to now. I want everybody to share one a memorable moment or your most memorable moment so far. I mean, I could kind of guess what moment that could be for some people, right? But for me, it's not the most memorable or best moment, but I remember getting so salty when for the first cup, I lend my Royal Moon deck and I play Mew.
I see that even.
Was it Mew? Was it Mew I played with?
Tina.
Tina.
Yeah.
And for nothing, the deck worked in the first round. I had a Cramorant in the active for 3 turns and I get knocked out. I think it was how I lost. How I lost the first round. After Tina wasn't dominating with me, but Tina was giving me strength and making me feel powerful enough to compete. And just see Tina do so. I said, wow, boy!
Yeah, that just happened with Tina.
It's so bad because I remember that on top of it was at the largest challenge or the last cup. I placed there last. I placed there last. I had like 1 win, which was a bye, and all losses. But the thing about that, all those losses were enjoyable games. It was a fight. It was enjoyable game. So it's not so much so for me losing, but it's hot is to lose by a stink brick like that. So it's kind of negative, but I'm glad I could laugh at it though.
Yeah.
So
That was best of ones.
that was best of ones. Yes.
I think my most memorable moment, like, well, from the season I should say, was, I mean, at least our top 8 was the Shifu before it rotated.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Our top 8
I
was the
remember
Shifu
that. Was
before
the
it
cup?
rotated. That much was
That was the cup, right?
Yeah, that was the
first
cup.
Yeah.
First cup. And that was right before rotation.
Mhm.
Right, so yeah, our top 8 was the Shifu right before it rotated. That game that game pissed me off obviously because that was where I had to go into the single elimination, the sudden death with Chris.
That tournament had a few of those.
Jesus Christ.
That was our top 8, yeah.
Like I said, I retired it because I had it since before COVID obviously. Then COVID happened. So it didn't really have much tournaments to play with it. And it wasn't good like right after COVID. It wasn't that good right after COVID. So if I get a top 8 of that list, I get it. That's my boy. Yoshifu's my boy. So
And the first time I met you, Jaden, I know you were just a Yoshifu man.
Yeah, exactly.
I was real happy to see that complete.
yeah, exactly. You know, I
Yeah,
Yoshifu
yeah,
man. One time, you know that. Since I read them Kellan, like, was it transited? I was like, I feel not. It's all over. So, yeah. Which is why I was so hyped for Greninja.
We go see.
You can see.
Same thing.
Now
Same
that's
thing.
sense to come.
Yeah, you can see.
Chip.
Pick one moment, it's a little bit hard.
Tell us this we have.
It was impromptu.
I know things we need.
I think, and it's a bittersweet moment because it's Nissan. I think the last cup, I went on Vex. I still top 16, but something in me knowing future plans, knowing how I placed the last cup, and just the deck choice I made that day. I played Arceus Control. The wins didn't feel good and the losses didn't feel good. My wins was ball picks. Charizard, pass.
Yeah.
You can't do anything or no even into hearts and they couldn't do anything.
Yeah, it's like that's feel good. Yeah.
As a player and the kind of matches and games I enjoy, if you wasn't playing good or just cheesing wins, and when I lost it, I didn't feel like I had a fighting chance. And I think that was one of the moments where I went, alright, let me just take a step back and refocus.
Jump. Oh, you're going to be good.
Alright, so my most memorable moment will be the first time I played Zag. Right? Unfortunately, I bubbled and come 9th in the first cup.
Now way.
Bubble time come 9th. So what specifically was memorable in that moment was the last round. I don't know if it was 5 rounds or 4. Right? It was 5 rounds.
Yeah,
5 rounds and top 8 players decided to
Listen to me. I meet up.
I 1, 2, 3 here.
I meet up. Ringus. They win. Everybody get up. What is that?
I was already in the middle of the game, and this one came to me and was like, hey, shot. Hurry up, I'm tired, boy. I was like, yeah, what about that? I focus on my game. I tell myself, I have to win this. Have to. Right? In order to top it. And I catch myself, he ID, Rollins ID with whoever.
That's 4 IDs though. That was
All 4 tables,
Yeah,
ID.
I
One
had
was on
ideas
three,
with- yeah.
I need to want to
Me and
guess.
Nicholas was on table.
Correct.
Chris was on table. One of
The
the
funny
ideas.
thing about that,
And I bubbled at 9th place.
the
though.
funny thing about that, your opponent, if he had won, would have topped it.
Yeah. But if you had lose, you have to.
So well, okay.
Yes, because he was the only one that could have matched a record.
He had a half point.
And the reason why I get
So I think I was,
because Shaq
I think I was 3-0-1, and he was 3-1-0.
Yeah.
Right? So if he did win, you'd have had a chance to bubble out somebody. But I think if he did win and he bubbled out somebody, it would have been him.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, that was my most memorable moment.
And as we are now point to it, I recently was in Orlando playing a few little locals that they had, right? And one of the judges had come across and make a statement. He said the same thing with the idea and so forth, right? And maybe it's something we could look at in the community. If you sit down by a player, the rule of thumb that they played with was that if you ask your opponent to ID, you're just waiting for a yes or no. Don't explain this one had a point and this one had this point, and if we lose, the idea was, do you want to ID? Yes or no? End of story.
Yeah.
And I think that's something we could. I find it was kind of profound. Like, you know, the minute you start to talk, well, we point to
Something,
this
yeah,
and we
understand.
think this, that, you know, it is kind of road. So if we had ID, maybe that's something.
The thing is, I already count the months like that.
Yeah.
And I point
So,
shock and kind of thing, yeah.
So, Harry, like, talk to me about it. I was like,
I just count the months, but I don't
Fair.
ever offer anybody that.
Yeah.
Later.
Later. So let me go. Well, since all of we talk about our cup, might as well talk about
the first cup.
So the first cup, right?
Yeah, everybody moment was that cup, right?
Yeah. So I mean, happy to say that I was actually able to get the points to win the cup.
Well, I the moment right there.
That's the moment I did.
If you didn't choose anything else.
Right, so I think for me, well, in particular, I'd won a challenge before and I'd play, well, I could back up a bit. I'd play Lemuel. I think I'd do bad in that challenge, and my last match was against Lemuel with a Golden Go deck, right? And I was just watching how we moving and realized that this Golden Go could knock out anything, one shot anything. So I'll do some research and so forth, and I play a challenge with it, maybe the same deck. And I say I feel good about it, right? And then coming into the cup, I say what I need to do to set myself apart. And back then, I mean now the Palkia and the Greninja is a common thing in the Golden Go, but back then I wasn't so big now. And so I decided to incorporate that into the deck. And I think I was talking to Chin the night before, and he said, hey, come on, if you're gonna be a problem, try a canceling problem. So I stick it in. And in particular, it was against Shiv, I would say in the top 4. He was playing a lost box, and I think yes, I had won the first two games against it, but it was the most challenging mentally game to play against him, because I was trying to think 2 steps ahead, and this man also in that same spot. So no matter what I was planning, he was already there, and I had to depend on the pulls. I had to look at my options, see what I need from the deck, and I had to cross-switch the Manaphy in front and try and knock out 2 comfy or something. And I did it twice. It felt good. But at the end of the day, you know, that was the most memorable moment. Not really winning the cup, but actually that game against Chip was my memorable.
Navigating those kind of plays
was
was
challenging.
Yeah. So after all, let's talk about championship points locally and stuff like that. The whole goal of obtaining championships points, I said that correct? Championship points. The whole goal of obtaining championship points is to, with the dream, the hope, the ability to go to the Pokemon TCG World Championships. That is what we're doing this for. To kind of take back that I just really wanted to finish in a top spot. I mean top 10. So bad. I will take that. I will take that. And apparently people was going for my 10th spot. They were like, alright, alright. But like, yeah, not again. But the dream is to reach the World Championships, and this being somewhat of a short season for us, I think we were just really trying to enjoy it. But a few players decided that they wanted to try to be at Trini in World Championships. 4 players in fact, and we are lucky here tonight to have the 4 players among us. And we want to discuss mainly 2 things about this attempt. Unfortunately, all 4 didn't get through. So we have challenges living where we live in, or Pokemon listening to this.
Yes.
in simply registering for something so grand. But the part we'll be talking about is NAIC, the North America International Championships, where these 4 guys here were hoping to get into registration for a chance to. It wasn't no, we're going to get points in them. These fellas' plan is to go in and punch hard in NAIC. So I guess y'all can decide who get you and who ain't get you. We'll share that. And let me talk about what y'all experienced in trying to register and ensure that everything is in place, because I mean we live in the Caribbean and we have to reach a whole next part of the world. There are certain things we have to do at a certain timely manner. So I've given the fellas the floor to share how that experience was for them.
I think probably we could start off with Chibana and myself. We were able to get through, right?
Yeah.
So this to the viewers, myself and Chibana will be the ones actually going, while the intention was there for all 4 of us, right? During the we had things in the groups, people was looking out on Twitter for us and all that. We had everything set up to know when that time
And taking shifts even.
Yeah. Looking out to see when that timer dropped, right? And I think when the timer did drop, all of us was in front of the computer and stuff, right?
At the same time.
At the same time. And I think there was a little error on the site itself where they tell you to keep refreshing, but when you refresh, nothing really happening. But this was my experience. What I do, I open a separate browser in it is incognito mode, and I copy the link over in that to just, I don't know if it changed something, but when I press enter, the site actually loaded and asked for registration details. So I did that one time, and I was able to register. So that was my experience to actually get through with registration.
So you went incognito?
Incognito under the hood. So that's how it works, right? So I don't know if that's some learnings we could take into trying to register for the next set, but Jaden and Shaq.
I mean, like the issue was, well, I mean, people talk about it at nauseam. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, Todd as not Todd, but like as Chip, everybody talk about it.
Stefan, I can half an hour and get through in the first wave.
Yeah, Stefan and get. But like the issue was them using the new software that they was talking about. You know, obviously, like we did this. I understand like they wanted to make like a grand thing for NAIC this year, but like the main thing obviously was the lack of the 15-minute window to put the information, like the RK9 had, to solve this exact same issue with NAIC, right? So, you know, obviously now it is happening, yes, but you know, like Shaq was saying to me, it wouldn't be a good story to tell if we didn't have a little adversity, like, you know, every now and again. Just fine. But, I mean, regardless of what, I feel like the majority of the group wanted to actually push for 2025, right? So, yeah, that kind of thing good or the bad, you know what I mean? Because we could start off 2025 strong, more or less. Yeah. We can start off 2025 season strong. If
and end up in the top 16 and get Skype and
all that. So we could take this out to the Twitter, you know, lesson, go from there.
Always build. Always look at it as a silver line.
Of course.
Right,
Frustrating, yes.
to add to what you said, this would have been well, except for you, this would have been all of our big tournament registration. This would have been our first
time. Right?
First time. So what I've learned from watching other players, they talk about when they registered, everything they've done pre-pop up already.
Yeah, people
the
had
credit card information,
yeah.
the name, all that kind of thing.
That's
So whereas we would have had to type out them things manually.
Yeah. That minute lost it.
Right? That's 1 minute lost.
Yeah.
Because in day 2, wave 2, wave 2, it capped out in 2 minutes.
Yeah, basically.
Right.
Basically.
Right.
Right? So that 1 minute difference between John Doe with his thing just, and he just had to
Also
submit.
because-
Yeah.
It gets also
You saw that
Yeah.
because you would have
So-
signed it before.
Yeah, so in the Hurricane, because of the San Antonio experience, my stuff was there already. The credit card wasn't there, right? But if it was one thing, I learned my credit card by heart.
Yeah.
The expiry date by heart and the treat number in the back of it. So when I was there, I literally just
Yeah.
one time. So it helps.
Yeah,
It is
yeah.
a valid point to
So-
check. It helps.
When I now type up my name, type up this, it asks a postal code. I didn't even know what was my postal code.
000.
Yeah.
50.
So it's like, what?
Because we can actually get one at TT Moses Gear one.
They have they actually all addresses change. I don't use it.
They
I do
send
say
you the
that.
tablet.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can get one now, but
So
you know,
all that delayed,
Yeah.
kind of delayed.
Yeah.
So
It was like buying
So
thing.
as you all did that now, if you was to apply for next IC there,
no.
no, you have to get
Because
through.
even after wave 2,
It's still at the
I
grade
still
two
have
hours.
some time to go
But I
back.
mean, that's if they're still using the same software.
Yeah.
They're still using the same.
Well, it's either they refine it or scrap it.
Yeah.
Well, the community complain on the international
No.
scene, so I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
They should do something like that.
For my experience, it wasn't as cumbersome. I think I got through first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did a couple weird things. I don't know if that's the reason I got through early. I did it on
One man in incognito.
One man and I can't. I'll leave it. I did some weird things. You see with that cookie and boom beating up.
I got a video.
But then again, you were good flying on me.
That's about it. But, I actually had it on my phone and I had it on both my monitors. So I actually pulled up one on Google Chrome, I pulled one on Firefox. I did both of those and I did it on my phone. I was just refreshing and also going through, I had my email up, so I was pulling the link itself to push it through. And I got through early. I also have my credit card information saved, and this is just happenstance because I buy a lot of stuff and bring it down with
Browser. See.
yeah,
Right.
with Google, and it was Google stuff, so it just
The retail therapy.
Quick.
and everything just went through.
Yeah.
I am lucky because I have both an American address that I reference for building information because of family, and I also do have a Skybox address. So what I did was, pretty sure I had my Skybox address. I literally just had Amazon on the side with the information. I just copy paste, and that's how I filled everything out.
That's what I do the second time, like the second time.
Yeah.
That's like copy and paste information I have. I'm putting one time. But I still know that's still the note of course.
Because
Right?
wave 2,
Yeah.
I did memorize everything that I need, put it in notes, and just copy and paste.
Yeah, nice.
And yeah, I didn't actually like type out
Yeah.
To this day we have the email on the phone 10:01, you know what I mean? Registration starts 10 o'clock and we get the email that we're on the waiting list 10:01. So that's how quick everything is. To this day, like
The whole world of Pokemon community just
Yeah.
so into that.
Now, we know how Trinidad and Tobago is.
That's the next thing.
I mean, it's a play league.
That's the next thing too.
50 ping high for Americans.
Yeah, quality.
Yeah. We are customer for 120 hello.
200 good buy that. 200 ping, that good.
Yeah.
Right.
Shaq and I also we did we already the handwriting course with Henry Brown.
Oh, yeah.
Like we got through that handwriting course with Henry Brown. So like even there, we was talking to Henry Brown and I said, "You're trying to get into NAIC." So it was like you see it there. Didn't happen. But so Lancy, very well.
Change my tail last week,
You learn plenty, but
Change my time last week, I did.
yeah, true.
I
Should
will
meet
be,
everybody.
yeah, well, before we move on, this won't be our first community Trinidadian, Trinbagonian experience in our regional international championship. We had Shamil who went to San Antonio, and we had Luchin just last week went to Los Angeles. What was his record again? It was 4?
4. I think you got 4 wins, 3 losses,
And
2 draws.
2 draws, 4-3-2, which
Which is really good.
which is really good for our first time in a regional. So we just want to, in his absence, he could be here today, congratulate him, and maybe on the next episode he will be with us, and we will backtrack for that to hear his experience, you know. So maybe when we meet after NAIC, we could talk all of that. Yeah, man, for sure. So we want to move on and kind of conclude the podcast here with, well, the whole community is 2-man going, but all are we going?
Exactly.
All are we going?
Exactly.
This weekend here going to be sweaty. I don't know if we're meeting up or whatever, but even if we own space connected, we had that chat like we in the same room. That chat like we in the same room. So we come in NAIC.
We full squad.
We said we do tributes.
We don't watch party though. We doing.
We could organize something, man. So guys, conclude us here this evening with what you're expecting, what you're excited to see, any players, anything you want to share about what you expect come weekend, and well, we could always chime in as to what we're looking out for. I could just say one time, I just want to see all your stream. You understand?
That church going to go red. All that tree.
Only 3 flags. All that 3
I
flags.
find out I see emoji. I don't care.
Yeah, guys.
That's a mission flag.
I think it was just a combination of things. Me now getting vacation time from work, my birthday being Thursday, Friday, 22. So, you know, we spent a good day weekend.
And in New Orleans.
Well done.
Pokemon has been enjoyable for me, and I am a very competitive person. Yu-Gi-Oh has been the one that I've been more competitive in, but
you guys is
we won't talk about that.
You guys is
Pokemon though has been in the back of my head for a while, and I've been enjoying it so much this year. I was like, let me try to prove something. Not to anyone out there, but to myself first. And the thing is when Chenille came back, we saw little things change in the community. When Chin came back, we saw little things change. I think the international experience that we bring back, one way or another, will change the community.
I'm adding to that. When Ringus came, everybody was like, we were the smoke Ringus day 2. We were fighting day 2, man. Before Ringus came, everybody was like, where's this guy with top points?
that was Ringus.
Right?
We were trying to find who it was on live and one podcast we had us there and it's like, who's this Trinity one?
I was like, who's this? Why is it registered at Chini and he had like 50 something points? That time we didn't have the cups not yet. And we was like, nah, we were the smoke.
Well, one thing, something small like Shiv was talking about how much he enjoyed it. If I'll be honest, like Pokemon, like the game, feeling a lot more like when me and Shaq started. Because like how diverse decks was, like how much options you had like to play a deck. Because like coming up to when I was like Sword and Shield like the VMAXs, like after Zation and then rotate, which was good. Not Zation, after ADP rotate. Yes. After ADP rotate, format was kind of still, I'll be honest. Like the Vs and the VMAXs was kind of meh, especially coming from the format, like how complex the format was before. And I'm saying that like it didn't have like tempos and like big one prices, not kind of everybody. But at the same time, it was still better than like the VMAXs are. But like the direction the game going towards now, it is becoming enjoyable for everybody across the board because I mean, tournament attendance going up all around the world, and that's us. Now obviously, like Chip was saying, Shamil and Chin and Ringus coming down and bringing that kind of energy from away here. Really give us a boom. Like already, you know, as Chip does say, when the tide rise or when the tide rises all boats rise around something like that. So I just feel like a general like rise in enjoyment for TCG in general. You know? So
On a personal note, one man I have to big up is Ringus. Ringus kind of put me on this boat to be honest.
Even for my example,
Ringus was also the man that summoned Mew. And that's the first deck we win our challenge with. So Ringus, literally looking back on it. If I don't mean this in a bad way or like nobody didn't have money back. Windows weirdly enough had a very big impact on my Pokemon scene. Because he's the man who helped me build my first deck. He's the man who kind of inspired me to go NAIC. And let me be honest, this is someone you don't see on top tables. Not true bad player.
Because he wanted to play
But
shit.
Just chooses his own play style.
When you play Ringus,
I think next season we see
even
that.
Next year we see the competitive
even
Ringus.
when we were checking points, Ringus did that whole calculator thing and sent me Excel sheet up, and it become reality to me when I saw that sheet. I don't know if it's for anybody else. Looking at those sheets, the points made more sense. It wasn't arbitrary, just numbers, right? It became reality where, well, maybe if we start winning
You
some
see
down
the
here.
you see the particle.
Yeah.
The partner become.
The map, is the map.
Yeah.
Is the map.
It's the Makora
The ultimate goal, go as fast as I can. If we can win it, we win it. But
Of course.
on a little sub note, it's another total zoom and taking a game off them. Match up. That's a personal little start out walk.
We have a list.
They say that big fish over, so I'm thinking you're custom eating shark. You're custom eating shark. I don't know wrong with
We just catch man eating shark and eat them by them.
You're custom eating shark.
Ja?
Right, well, I mean, Chill hit some of the key points, and I'm just going to touch on a few little things for me. For me, it was more of a, cliche as a journey, as they call it, right? But back when I now started to play, and, was getting the vibes from the community, and I'm always watching YouTube and people talking about championship and cup and league, and I didn't know what was the difference between a challenge and cup, and I was most confused. So I took the time and tried to understand it, and I think it so happened in the lineup for me. I was going to Texas to see some family and just hang out and stuff. And it's up now is when San Antonio was. And I just said, you know what? I'm gonna go for vibes and see where it is, right? One thing I warn you all, don't ever do that, right? just
By chance.
Just by chance.
Don't worry, Joe.
I think to do for locals.
Don't do that.
I'm trying.
Don't try a hack. Really and truly, when you look at it, there's 9 games best at 3 years. Whole day, morning to evening, by the time you're done, your brain fried. And for me, that San Antonio experience, I did try to share with the group, and like you guys were saying, we have that chat. While I was experiencing things, I sent it to the group. I want
videos.
I want you guys to feel that. And I think just seeing that experience, I didn't do together, just 3 wins, and I think it was 3-3, whatever the match worked out to be. Well, day 2 from day 2. So I didn't make it, but the experience was quite good. And while I would like to say the whole community actually helped. Ringers especially talking about something as simple as our bathroom break, where you're walking with the food, when it's lunchtime, everybody, thousands of people run into one place. All them things actually help prepare you for that, right? And listening to that advice work. And even though, like, Shaq yourself, you were talking to me, coaching me, because I was going on the road again for these regionals, and all of that helped. Likewise, we head into NAIC. The guys made a group, right? If you all know, to help us prep for NAIC, where daily while we're running stuff on live, we could bounce ideas off, put in a list, and you can see as the community as a whole helping, driving this. So it's not just 2 persons going out there to represent this. It's the whole community behind it. And that as a wonderful feeling to know that, everybody is a part of this going forward. And the goal for me is similar to Shalom, and go as far as I possibly could go. And I just want to be told. I don't think I want to be told. Because I have a man who promised me if we be told, we'll be flying up there and taking a wine on him. So I must see that.
Why not talk, get up and say I win?
Hey, you win a bill money one time.
Right, so that's it for me, and looking forward to recapping the experience.
Yeah, man, for sure. And I feel it's a good place to wrap up in a kind of cliffhanger mode to have the viewers expect after when they return and we do this again, however, Zoom in person, wanna hear those stories as well. But I know live you'll get some clips and voice notes and thing. Alright, so I mean, any closing remarks from anybody?
Not really. I just, listen, aim for the top, man. Big man thing. It don't make sense even, let's see for the top, no.
Right.
Aim to win. I mean, if you shoot for the stars, you go on the moon. You know, there's always say that.
See yourself with that headache, with that headphones on your ears, and on the screen mark, Masters Finals.
Yeah, exactly.
Better yet, if it's Shamil Ali versus Shimon and go win. Listen, no matter who loses or win, truly take it.
It's a national holiday. The Monday is a national holiday.
I personally call in Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley and say, hey, you know some men is Pokemon Masters. Alright guys, so I mean with that, if you like what you're seeing, you know what to do. Beat up that like button, bust a subscription. Shamil, Shaq, Shivanan, Jin, and your boy Carib Boy. Out again.